Hey you guys. So I got back home and I realized that they had sent me a link to a whole list of volunteering opportunities. So this is what was happening with that, okay? So I sent them my phone number and they were sending me 3 volunteering opportunities at a time. And on the bottom, it said that I would have to get back to them within 6 hours. It was something along the lines of, these links will expire within 6 hours, or this invite will expire in 6 hours. I can't remember exactly what the words is, but long story short, all I had was 3 volunteering opportunities with the timeline 6 hours. Well, after I text messaged them today, and you guys know what happened, I was on my way over there and they said, oh, they're full up today and tomorrow. They send me a link with a whole list of volunteering opportunities. And this is a link that I've never seen before. I can't figure out why they don't include that in the message that they send. You see what I'm saying? Like if you are volunteering or if you sign up for a volunteering opportunity, I don't think a person should only be limited to 3 links. 3 different opportunities if there's like a whole laundry list of dates and times. I think there was over 15 in my area, but yeah, so I signed up. Well, I didn't really sign up. I text messaged that link and I said, "Hey, can you sign me up for Wednesday at a certain time?" And I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I'm gonna just be critical here, and why I'm gonna be critical is I imagine that there are people who are signed up for this volunteering opportunity. They probably face the same situation as me. You see 3 volunteering opportunities. That's it. The links only give you 3 volunteering opportunities. And if you put in like a 6 hour, it makes people feel like, hey, they have to check their schedule or they have to see, can they commit to a certain time within a 6 hour time period of that text message. I mean, that's at least what it seems to insinuate. And I had no idea that there was like a whole list of volunteering opportunities. And when it comes down to it, I think it just hurts that organization because when people volunteer, they want to see everything that's available. And yeah, so I did my part. I went back at it after eating a bunch of plantain chips, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them. Yeah, let me actually find out what the exact message is. Okay, so they send me 3 matches, right? And then after they send me those 3 matches with the links to the individual organizations, okay? It says these matches will expire in 6 hours. That's the reason I thought, hey, I only have 6 hours to respond to these 3 matches. And yeah, it's ridiculous. But it sounds like you have to go to the master list, even though they don't provide that in the text message at all. And then from the master list, you can see everything that's available, and then text message the number again, and from there, RSVP. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, like it's terrible organization. Yeah, I'm gonna be very open and frank about that. Why are you sending people only 3 matches? You should send them the whole list. Make sense? I mean, I understand it's convenient, but it doesn't hurt to put in your automated message. By the way, if you want to see more matches, here's a link. And then also that page, they that's the one, the page that they say you have to RSVP and it's mandatory. So I was completely caught off guard on today about that. I had no idea it was mandatory to RSVP because I had not seen that master list page at all. Look at that. Blackberry's like sleeping with her paws over her eyes. Yeah, not letting this discourage me. I think that it was definitely a hiccup. I know some people, if they saw my previous streams, people on YouTube can be judgmental. They'll be like, "Oh my goodness, Erica's, bitching about this stuff, and her fault for not RSVPing earlier and things like that." But I think that from there, I'm just gonna move forward and find a way to volunteer. When it comes down to it, the community needs volunteers. It's there's so many people who are in need for food and clothes, and yeah, the lines are crazy. But although I got turned away today, I'm happy that they had max volunteers. Because if you have like such long lines of people and you don't have a lot of volunteers, it's very stressful to everybody, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying, Aaron. So it seems like those flyers were working. People are volunteering. It's not every single shift, I imagine. And the silver lining for this is the shift that I was gonna sign up for was going out in the community and dropping food off to people. For the people who it sounded like for the people who could not, who were maybe they had to stay at home or they couldn't leave their residence. So it'd be food delivery of sorts. And the shift that I signed up for is, unpacking food, putting into bags, and so today would have been me going out in the hot sun, walking around the neighborhood, versus the shift that I signed up for. If they do confirm with me, it would be, in a much cooler environment, just packing bags and things like that. Oh, look who's there. It's Clinton. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Yeah, it was looking good, and then it went dark really fast. Yeah, like Meals on Wheels. Yeah. I don't know what was up with that, but it seems like they're keeping their distance from each other. So Blackberry's over there, Clinton's over there, and they knocked over I don't know why they keep knocking over that box today. Thankfully, there's no litter over there. Yeah, Blackberry was just minding her own business. Oh, look at her. Grab her. Yeah, so I want to help out, but as selfish as it sounds of me, I don't really want to be walking around the neighborhood in hot, humid sun for 3 hours. So my part that I plan to do is um, Blackberry was running away because she had so much as Clinton, and I just grabbed her. And I'm like, no, Barry, calm down, calm down, calm down. Come on, come on. Yeah, she's a pretty high anxiety cat. Yeah. I think, yeah, sometimes Clinton's just a jerk. And you guys saw, what happened. She doesn't, you could see like it was completely unprovoked. But He just, I mean, I have to slow motion it and see what happened, but I just saw that. Oh, look who's coming over here. The knight in shining armor is coming over here. Oh, and he ran out of energy. Oreo, come over here. Yeah, the video that Lewis posted yesterday of Mr. Clinton, people were saying that he looks like he gained weight. Yeah, I've actually put all the cats on a diet. So Barry looks like she gained a little weight. Once Barry gained a little weight, I knew that all the cats had to go on a diet because she's always been historically very svelte and slender. And then look at Oreo over there. Oreo looks like... he looks like a puffy dog of sorts. Like, look at his neck. His neck looks very puffy. And then there's Clinton over there. AKA the cat that people say looks pregnant, but he's not. He's just a big cat. What happened to the anti-scratch collar? I took it off Barry. She doesn't like having the collar on. She'll always scratch at it. And yeah, she'll constantly scratch at it. So she has really like ripped up that collar because she'll scratch her neck and then it'll rotate and things like that. And I felt like it was just uncomfortable for her. But she seems like, you know, she's kind of mellowed down, minus when Clinton's around. That jerk over there. Oreo has a physique of a Greek god. I don't know what Greek god you're talking about, but he looks like a cloud. Actually, he looks more like a cow right now. A cloud or a cow? Look how wide his stomach looks. And then there's Barry. Barry used to always be very tiny. Now she looks like she's gained a little weight. Maybe the additional weight. Well, it looks like it mellowed out Oriol too much. He gained too much weight. But I also remember like Clinton used to do sprints around the house back and forth. He doesn't sprint anymore. And it makes me think that his weight gain coincides with his lack of exercise. He used to sprint all the time. He had a muscular physique. When he stopped sprinting, that's when he started gaining weight. So now he looks more padded. And I can't help but think he questioned why he should be exercising because Oriol doesn't exercise and Barry doesn't exercise. And when Clinton stopped exercising, he got chubby. I don't know how to incentivize Clinton to start running again. Look at Oriol. I have run out of energy. I swear, his cheeks look mighty big from this angle. So this is a very well-fed cat. I've also put them on their new cat food. The prescription one. I decided to put all 3 of the cats on prescription cat food. It doesn't have any medicine in it. It's just the protein is smaller, so it's easier for them to digest. It's not medicated at all. It makes it so much easier if I just feed all 3 cats the same food rather than dealing with, you know, Oreo eating the regular cat food and then it just undoes everything with the vet prescribed food. So I decided to put all the cats on the same food. Yeah, chubby chonky influence on him too, Chelsea. Well, yeah, I don't know. Clinton's exercise partner used to be Oreo. They used to chase each other and jump up the couches, but you can see that these 2 guys have been slacking off. I don't know if it's because they've been taking the quarantining a little serious. You can see that social distance. Yeah, it's not 6 feet, but you can see that these cats look like they're conserving their energy during these times. And then you got Barry over here. And then But the food seems to be good. The food seems to be good. I haven't. Barry puked out some of the new food today, but it wasn't too concerning. It was a lot less than the other food that she used to puke out. I don't know if it's because, this is still new food. She's been on it for about 3 days or so. And I've been mixing it with the current food, just trying to transition them a little. And yeah, seeing how that goes. Oriol doesn't seem like he has any problems to it, which is very, very good. That was the whole intention, but they're gonna get used to it. I canceled the subscribe and save that we had for the sensitive digest food. Right now, all they have is a prescription. But in case they go a little short, I will mix in the sensitive digest food in there. Is he happier with the dry one? Okay, Oriole definitely likes the dry food more than the wet food, and whenever I see Oriole not really eating the wet food, it agitates me a little because I'm like, Oriole, that's prescription food. Don't waste it. Don't waste that food. Yeah. At first, you saw all three cats eating the prescription food. I don't think they like it as much, but they still will eat it. I have to break it down for them. I can't just, normally like with the other food, I just cut it in half with a spoon and plop it into their food dish and that's it. But because it comes out like jello, that's the best way I can describe it. Like it's kind of gelatinous. They can't eat it just by licking it. Like it doesn't break apart that way. So I have to physically cut it into little pieces and then the cats will eat it that way. So it's more manual for me. And yeah, I have to cut into tiny little chunks, yeah. They don't chew it, that's why. It doesn't, you cannot, they can't just lick it and it crumbles. It's not like regular cat food. It's like one pretty like gelatinous mass. So they need me to cut it into little pieces for them. And if I don't do it, or if they waste it, then that's really money down the drain. And the prescription cat food, I'm trying to be, really, I'm trying not to waste too much of it, since I have to get it mailed in. And right now they're on a subscription delivery. So I don't want them wasting the prescription cat food. Either that or it's gonna screw up the auto delivery that I have. The amount. Yeah, the prescription ones are dense. It really is. I wish they would like cut it into chunks or something. And if it was in chunks, I think the cats would eat a lot more of it. But because it's like it's like Spam. When if any of you guys have seen like a can of Spam, you just plop it out and it's like one big mass. That's exactly how it is. So I just cut it in half and then I just make little slices with it. And then I wait for the cats to eat it. But Oreo woke me up early today. He woke me up at like around 5 a.m. because he was hungry. And I was like, Oreo. Yeah, he was hungry, so I gave him wet food. I gave him dry food. He hasn't been eating as much on the new food. He's still eating, but I can tell he definitely likes the old food more than this food. It's just, a matter of time, and he's eventually going to get used to it. He's not starving. I mean, if he wants, he can eat more dry food right now. And I think it's actually a good thing because it's not encouraging the cats to overeat. With the other food, I think they kind of liked it a little too much, or maybe it was a higher calorie food. And they were just eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. Well, so these are actually apartment cats, city cats, shall I say? So they're pretty picky. They're like, hey, don't bite me. Yeah. Oreo never bites me. That's the first time I've seen Blackberry bite me. But she doesn't draw any blood. You can see I have a little small indentation in my hand though. See that? But there's no blood drawn. Yeah, I think these cats have gotten a little too domesticated. In the sense they're like, yeah, our food is a little too, the chunks are too big. We do not want to eat it. I'm like, oh gosh. You know, a cat on the street isn't so picky, but these cats, they can be very picky at times. But I just want them all to be healthy and happy. It's nap time for all three, you can see. Clinton, Oriol, Barry. Yeah. I've been falling asleep on the couch, you know, the brown couch that's behind Lewis's chair. I've been falling asleep on that because he's been staying up. And my intention is, hey, let me stay up until he goes to sleep. But I've been falling asleep on the couch because it's pretty comfortable. And when I wake up, surprisingly enough, you know, of course, Oriole's normally sleeping next to me, or Barry is. And yeah, I feel kind of bad because I'm like, oh, man, if I'm sleeping on the couch, usually one or two of the cats is sleeping with me. But today, yeah, today only Oriole was sleeping with me. Barry was sleeping with Lois, I think, but I'm not too sure. But Oriole was doing that head-butting thing / wet nose. Ugh. It's like, Oreo, I need to go to sleep. And he's just telling me he's hungry. Yeah. But it's adjustment period. What? It's an adjustment period, so I feel like in maybe a week or so, Oreo will adjust to it. Yeah. Hey. Stop feeding them and see how picky they get. Oh my goodness. Hi, Erica. I've matched you to 4 upcoming things. Okay, here. This is what it says. Hi, Erica. I matched you to 4 upcoming high-need volunteer projects to RSVP. Just respond to this message. And none of it is the one that I asked them about. And it says these matches will expire in 6 hours. Oh, what is this? Want more options? See here. Bring a friend. Just let us know. What is this matches thing? I want to open that link. Let me see. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear it. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear it. Yeah, so I sent them a message earlier telling them, hey, I'm interested in something on Wednesday. I just got a message letting me know that they have 4 different volunteering options that they can give me. 4 volunteering times they can give me. And if I want to RSVP, you know, let them know within 6 hours. And they said, do you want to see more options? Click here. So I click there and it just tells me, it just basically reroutes me to the same freaking thing, which is, you know, RSVP for schedule or something like that. It didn't give me the master list, so that was my criticism earlier about that. I'm like, if you want people to see more options, show them the master list. Don't show them this. Maybe it's showing a buggy on my phone. Maybe it's not showing up right on my phone. I don't know, but it's obviously like a different website, a different portion of the site. I'm like, just yeah. So. Blackberry's over petting. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Do you see that? I have to wash my hand. This is why I don't like Barry licking or scratching me or that kind of stuff, because I actually get itchy when she tries. And I don't think yeah, when she licks me and stuff, my hand actually starts getting itchy. Yeah, all I can do is try. Yeah, and they make it hard. Well, now I have the master list, so I can do it that way, but we'll have to see how long it takes for them to get it to me. I know I hate sounding like this. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm so ungrateful and I'm just a complainer and things like that, but I feel like it's important if people want to volunteer, they want to make sure that everything is super easy. Not any of this I have to wait for my matches, and then I didn't even know there was a master list, and yeah. But I know how it's coming off, but larger picture here, if you have people who can volunteer and they're only seeing 3 or 4 matches at a time because that's all you're auto sending via text message, it if people are not going to be volunteering as much because they're not aware of the other times or the other locations. I'm a volunteer complainer. Yeah. No, it's not different. It's not different at all. It seems you don't even give them your name. They just give you a link, and then from the link they want you to text message their number, right? Which is like let's say something like 75366, and you RSVP from there. So it's not like I'm going into a database or a portal and that way. It seems like it's for everybody. It's this way. But yeah, so Wednesday, I'm hoping that I can volunteer, see how that goes out. And then I'm going to try volunteer on Saturday as well. There is a location near us where you just show up and volunteer right then and there. It's distributing food, and I like that idea where I know exactly where it's going to be. It's a designated time. I don't need to deal with all this. Oh, okay, make sure you RSVP or reply to my links within 6 hours of receiving, and it's just a hassle. So, but yeah, I'm moving forward from the complaints. I've actually done the action, so I'm just waiting for them to get back to me about that. But I just wish it was easier. I just wish it was easier. Maybe they have so many volunteers um, that changing that little thing isn't going to make too much of a difference. Maybe it's my 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 phone internet. Who knows? It's not showing me the master list. I don't know, but I know what they sent me today was a different link than what's being sent out. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just volunteering, distributing food or packing food. Oh, look at that guy. Look. Oh, man, I swear this cat's looking mighty tubby. Oreo. Oreo. When I look at his limbs, he looks very well padded. Doesn't he look padded? He looks padded to me. Oreo. Oreo. Let's zoom in on him. Oh. Padded. So, all the cats are on a diet right now. I've been looking online, and it sounds like weight loss for cats is a very gradual process. They're not going to be losing, a pound a month or anything like that, most likely. So, I figure with dietary changes, I might not see anything for the next 3 to 6 months, even if I just reduce their food just a little. Yeah. At least that's how it is on Reddit when they show like chonky cats. It sounds like it's been like 6 months to a year, and then finally you get a big cat and it turns into like a much more normal sized cat. His rear look thick like that picture 4chan made of. Yeah, that's a terrible picture. Look at Oreo. That is a terrible picture of him. I was telling him, I said it looks like he's like 75% leg. It's like whoa, look at that face. Oh, jeez. Oh gosh. Jeez. It's like she's showing me her belly, so ow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. Look, I got scratched right there. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna touch you, Barry. Yeah, she scratched me. Did you see that? She has really sharp claws too. Out of the whole bunch, she has the sharpest claws by far. And it's strange. I mean, like, I have... Yeah. See? Look at that. I got scratched. I need to get the cats more active, like running around the apartment. Yeah, I don't know how to get the cats more active running around the apartment. There's... Like, after a while, they lose interest with certain things. You can kind of see, like, even when I play with Oreo, he likes to just do his front paws, and then afterwards he just kind of lounges around, and there's not, yeah, there's, they just lounge around, and after a while they're like, I don't want to play anymore. And I feel like it's kind of like I'm trying to poke and prod them to exercise. I want them to exercise a bit more, but I don't know how to really encourage them, to run or to do sprints. And yeah, because they're just gonna look at it, and like with toys, they'll just use their front paws, and that's about it. Maybe I have too much cat and mice around the apartment. That could be it as well. Yeah, I kind of want to get a walking harness. What do you guys think? Should I get a walking harness? Maybe I will. Yeah, I might buy one on Amazon then. And then try it with Oriol. I think Oriol's my best shot for walking harness, but you guys might see like a total fail here when I try to walk with Oreo and all he does is just... Like, what if I try to walk with Oreo and all he wants to do is just sit down like that? I end up, dragging him or something. Yeah, it's not bad to cut their nails. I don't know. I have faith in them. I think a harness might work, but Oreo's back legs really do like touching the ground a lot in his sitting position, so I think after a while he'll just like that kind of thing. Clinton, 100% sure I can't put a harness on him. 1000% sure. I can't even put a collar on Clinton. Like, he'll hiss and he'll scream and he'll yowl at me. So I know Clinton is 100% cannot put a harness on. Blackbird, I might have a little... she's okay with me putting a collar on, so I think she'll be okay with walking. Maybe, I'm not too sure. Oreo will just either be... I think Oreo will be a total lulz. Like, this is what happens when you try to walk a lazy cat. Yeah. Yeah, I had to just walk him around the apartment back and forth a few times. I would just walk him inside the apartment and see how it is, and then... I don't know, if I walk him outside, I want to get him a little booty so his feet don't get dirty. But imagine that, like Oriole walking around the park in little booties. I think that would be cute. And maybe he'll be svelte again, and maybe he would be he'd be buffer. Yeah, I've seen people walking dogs in strollers too. I think, people, they walk their dogs in strollers because they treat them like babies and they want to show the dogs how things are. Maybe they don't want the dogs getting their paws dirty or something like that. And, it's a good thing, but I've kind of had this new... Hold on. I think I might have to charge. I didn't realize my battery was so low. Yeah. But I kind of had this new thought about... exercise, and I think exercise is really important. We lose a lot of muscle mass, especially as we get older, and I heard, especially when like you hit 35, you're losing like 1 pound of muscle or more than that, and a year, and I don't want to do that. I'm 32 right now. I want to be healthy. I want to look good and feel good as I get older. And I think, now's the time I'm going to start making like these little small steps. I've been incorporating, like, I call them wellness walks, and I know it makes me sound like a complete, senior citizen of sorts and labeling it that way, like a wellness walk, but um, I'm trying to do like a wellness walk every day, at least 10 minutes, walking around the neighborhood. And yeah, I think it's also good for one's mood. Going outside, getting some fresh air, stretching limbs. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, hold up. Let me make sure. If this stream dies, I'm gonna restart it. Uh, Let's see how my stream is going.